We're still coming off the heels of the Shannon Sharpe situation, ladies and gentlemen, and you won't believe what Stephen A. Smith had to say.
But I wouldn't resist it if they asked him to show up for at least one day a week.
Stephen A. Smith, we all know, is doing his thing, outside of the network. You see all these guys doing things outside of the network. And I just found it appalling to what he said. He said he's invited Shannon Sharpe. We all know that Shannon Sharpe is out of a job. He's on his way out of the job. And he said that he's given him an invitation to come to First Take, but you won't believe what he said after that. He said for only one day a week. I mean, why did he have to emphasize that? I mean, when listening to this whole soliloquy, whatever you want to call it, I thought it was very appalling because, it was basically filled with a lot of Skip backing. He has Skip back to the fullest. We're going to get all into it. Let me know if you've seen it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's Flight Sports TV. You already know what it is. Now, Shannon Sharpe, he's got the sports world in a frenzy. He literally got everybody in the palm of his hands. People are excited for whatever he's going to do next. Obviously, we all know it was so many issues that arose over there at Undisputed. Could he make a return to ESPN? Who knows? Stephen A. Smith, that whole thing was like it was kind of arrogant, it was kind of cocky, on the way he was talking. He basically was saying in so many words that it's going to be up to his bosses to bring in Shannon Sharpe. But basically, he said once guys are signed to ESPN, he has control to bring them on the show and bring and things of that nature. But they got to be in the ESPN house first. So in order for all this to happen, he would have to sign back with ESPN. So you hearing Stephen A. Smith basically letting it be known, listen, he like all of the people that he have with him, the Ryan Clarks of the world, the Swagoos, the list goes on, all of them guys that's up there. He really took that back, because obviously they might feel a little threatened if Sharpe comes up there. For I don't know what's the problem with that. I did catch some of that heat right there. I mean, Stephen A. Smith is good. I don't know if he feels that Sharpe. I'm keeping 100 with you. Sharpe got a lot of people rocking with him. And a lot of people that may not be rocking with Stephen A. That's a very threatening. You bringing in a dude that got backing with LeBron. You got what did LeBron say on that podium? I'm rocking with Shannon. How many days a week? This. So there you go right there. How many people gonna be? Let me tell you something. They're gonna be flocking to get Shannon Sharpe, signed, sealed, and delivered on one of these networks. So everybody just better slow down. Pump the brakes. Shannon Sharpe is gonna get a job, and he admitted that basically Stephen A. Smith admitted that he's not gonna leave this business, but he's a dear friend of Skip Bayless. So, Stephen A., he had to give the big dream speech on how they first envisioned and got together and this, that, and third. But, I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day, man. At some point, he did say that he could disagree. He didn't really hold Skip accountable for nothing. He just said, I could disagree. But, I mean, it really just felt like he was protecting Skip and he was coming at Shannon and he was giving a little backhanded, respect, but he was letting it be known that, listen, man, if you come to ESPN, don't think you're going to be up on First Take running up a mark. You're going to be here one day a week. I mean, that's the way he was talking. I'm like, God damn. I mean, even though you don't know what he's going to do, so everybody's just speculating. But for him to basically stick it to Shannon Sharpe like that, almost talking like he run ESPN, and all the people he got with him, so who knows what's going to happen. He also broke some news that Skip Bayless is going to be able to basically handpick whoever is coming on to be his successor. So Skip, don't think Skip out of this. Skip is fully in control. That's his show. At the end of the day, I guess what he was trying to explain to him was he spent his first couple of years with Skip Bayless, and Skip made him a bigger star. That's basically what Stephen A. was saying in so many words. And then he alluded to the fact that the same thing is taking place for Shannon Sharpe. That's what I got from it in so many words. I mean, remember, he said a lot, so you just got to decipher everything that was being said. And Stephen A. Smith, man, he riding with Skip Bayless. That's what I took from it. He not budging. So don't think that anybody gonna get him on TV to say anything bad about him. We've heard that love and affection for one another. We've heard them both say, "Hey man, that's my brother, man. That's my brother from another mother, man." Da, 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 da. So they got a different kind of relation. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. The way they move, they really should have never broke up. It's crazy that this has happened. But we all knew it was going to happen, and Stephen A. Smith alluded to that as well. The fact of when they got into the argument about the Hamlin situation after, the next day, obviously he didn't come to work, but when he did come to work, Skip was like, I thought we wasn't going to talk about it. So it looked like they wasn't on the same page, and it's unfortunate because Shannon Sharpe had to address it. Could you imagine he take the day off, come on Undisputed, and you got the whole world trying to figure out what Shannon about to say, and they trying to silence Shannon, to where you can't say nothing. People that want to hear what he got to say. And mind you, I think that it's not, he's an NFL guy. You understand? Skip Bayless he wasn't cognizant of the fact of, oh man, I work with a dude that's an NFL legend, one of the best ever. You understand? And for them to play games like that with him, it's crazy. Especially like I said, Skip Bayless, that's messed up. And Stephen A. alluded to the fact of he don't understand why he would even want to leave Undisputed. He got the morning show, that platform. So clearly it was something real for this to happen. He had to leave, man. I think that Skip Bayless backed him into a corner, man, because his credibility was starting to get on the line. See, when you can't stand next to, something like this for too long, because then it start to make it look bad, especially in certain communities, when you got this kind of stuff going on, I'm telling you, people can abandon Shannon, I'm not saying that this was going to happen, but I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure Shannon feared that possibility, but it's messed up, what is taking place, but it's looking like we up to some solutions. We're going to find out what's going on. Listen, First Take Undisputed, if you've been living under a rock, that is the top morning shows, the sports shows, So, homage is what homage is due, and there's being some reshuffling of the deck. This happens all the time. I know that Shannon is a huge thing, but people switch hosts all the time, ladies and gentlemen. Stephen A. Smith just got Max Kellerman up out of there. Look what Max doing. So just calm down. Shannon is going to be fine. It's Flight Sports TV. You already know what it is. Stephen A. Smith offered a ridiculous, offer to Shannon Sharpe for him to be on First Take just one day a week. It's Flight Sports TV.